that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. USC 28, Georgia Tech 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're going to throw it again. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened at this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it late in the game now.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wyoming handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
It When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Smashes through. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And it's blocked.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Akbar. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Get set.
He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Here we go.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion.
Green 25.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team